Hello YouTube, this is Waynisha Smith, and today I will be talking about Grimm, Season 5, and this episode is called Reptile Dysfunction. Now they went off from the storyline and went to the part where we get the new creature of the week. Now I think we got 2 new creatures of the week because I heard Nick said that the 2 brothers were sort of like what Bud was. So there might be 2 creatures of the week. Now I found this episode sort of lacking when it come to each episode they gave us a rundown basically of what each creature is sort of like, their habits, what they're about and stuff like that. Basically this creature felt more like he was just a creature for just people get a new creature. I really wanted to get the habits of this creature, what this creature does and stuff like that, other than just swim around and just be the Loch Ness monster. But other than that, this episode was very good, and I'm gonna get to the meat of this episode. So in the beginning of this episode, Nick goes see Julie. Sorry everybody, sorry, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Internet's down. I'm trying to get my facts together, trying to do this thing from memory. I actually had to go see this episode again. But anyway, I'm just going to get to the meat of this episode and what's it about. About this episode, we have 2 brothers. And they're sort of like, their vessel creature is sort of like Bud's vessel creature, sort of like a beaver, rodent sort of thing. One brother is manipulative and more dominant than the other, and the other brother is more laid back, more sweeter, more guilt-ridden because he feels bad. So the 2 brothers ask this Gallanget sort of water nymph creature guy to go into the river and scare people with the monster so more people will come in and buy stuff. People were like, and the man was like, okay. The thing is, the man eventually killed someone in his Vesson form, and because the brothers felt like the cops couldn't pin nothing on them or anything like that, well, at least the one brother was okay with it. The other brother was not, as you could tell in this episode. And that sort of thing, I honestly felt at that time that it wasn't the 2 brothers' fault because we only hired you to scare people, not kill them. And after that, they should have fired him. But because they neglect to fire him, some of the fault falls on them. And because of that, people kept dying. And it wasn't because of the younger brother's fault. It was the older brother's fault. And at the end, the boy, when he was trying to escape Nick and Hank, he was shot up in the water. And Trouble killed the water nymph guy. I only felt bad for the little brother because he never wanted any of this. Poor Rich, he just wanted to run the shack and not have any problems. He was just too much of a coward to step up to his brother and say, stop. And that can be hard for a little brother to step up to the older brother and say, stop, this is wrong and whatnot. He might voice his opinion, but he would never step up and say anything, do anything other than that. So moving on to the other part of this episode, Nick finally gets to say goodbye to his mom like he was supposed to. And I felt this part was a little bit rushed. Like he was at her grave with the picture that Meisner showed him, the proof and stuff like that. But I wanted a little bit more emotion. I wanted something a little bit more. Like, this is the grave of your mother. Now, I'm not saying Nick had a deep relationship with his mother anyway. But the point is, this is your mother. I would have liked to see some tears, something more. I don't know, something. Something was missing for me in that scene. I don't know what it was. But other than that, we get to see where Trouble live, and I've been wanting to know where Trouble been living in her room, because we just see these cells and whatnot, people in these cells, and we see inside their. We finally saw the inside of their cells, and on the inside of their cells, it looked nice. Like Trouble has a bedroom. She has a bathroom. She has a sparring thing for her to work on. We see Juliet's room, which is a little bit more elegant. And, well, her name's Eve now, but we just see those rooms. And Nick tries to speak to her again about does she have any regrets or morals. And Eve is like, No, I don't. I remember things, but I don't. I'm a different person. That was Juliet. I am Eve. But she does say that Juliet's only regret was that you didn't propose to her. That you never got the chance to propose to her. So that tells me that Juliet did love Nick, and that she wanted to be with him. But the hex and beast within her would not let her. I don't know where we're going with this Eve thing, but I heard somebody has to be killed off this season. And if somebody has to die, let it be Juliet. I'm okay with Juliet get dead and gone. I'm not ready to lose Captain Renard. I'm not ready to lose Rosalie. I'm not ready to lose Monroe. I'm not ready to lose Wu. I don't want to lose Meisner just yet. But if Juliet can't die, then let it be Meisner. But I heard the person that dies has to be someone that's been with us from the first season. And I'm okay with Juliet just being gone. Finito, dead. Eve and Juliet, I'm ready for them both to be gone. I'm just really am. So anyway, we're moving on. And this episode, we get to see how Juliet talks to Meisner and says, maybe you should do to him, which is Nick, what you did to me. I don't know what that was about. Maybe she still harbors some feelings for Nick, but maybe she doesn't. I don't know. But beyond that, it was a very good episode, and I am looking forward to next week's episode. Next week's episode, we have to deal with a serial killer. We get to see how HW interrogate people. We get to see Juliet use her powers more. I'm sorry, I'm never going to call her Eve. She is always going to be Juliet to me. And I'm like I said, if somebody has to die from season 1, let it be Eve and Juliet. I'm not ready to lose nobody else. So this is it for me, guys. Bye. Have a nice day.